Hello everyone and welcome back to TradeSmart. In today's video, I am excited to present you our third TradingView script. This script is based on the second best performing strategy tested on this channel so far, and it is called my unique strategy or the 7 indicator strategy. If you haven't seen the video of this strategy, click on the pop-up in the top right corner or the link in the description down below. We have made a free version, which you can customize just like our first two free trading scripts, and the premium version also, which has all the bad entry signal filters we have developed so far and the ability to be used as a trading bot. These filters have made a huge difference in the end results, but let me show you. I will start with the premium version, and after that show you the free version also. Make sure to watch this section through, even if you are only going to use the free script, because I will explain every filter and option that you can find in the free version also. So without further to say, let's get right into it. The premium version of this script is extremely customizable with a lot of filters that can help you eliminate losing trades. The script is only available to our Smart Trader tier members on Patreon. So if you want to get access, go down into the description and click on the Patreon link. If you become one of our Smart Trader tier members, you will not only get access to this script, but to also 3 other premium scripts and every future premium scripts we will release. Besides that, you will get access to script optimizations and to our Discord server, where you can chat with me, the other TradeSmart team members, and with our Patreon members. And now, let me show you the premium script. I won't go over all of the rules of the strategy, because I have already made a strategy backtesting video of it. You can watch that video by clicking on the pop-up in the top right corner or the link in the description. I optimized the strategy for the 30-minute time frame on Algo USDT pair. After optimizing the settings using a $1,000 account balance and a 0.1% commission rate, and the 1% risk per trade also, this script has made us $1,850 or 185% net profit. This only took 144 trades. The strategy had an amazing 75% win rate and a 3.9% profit factor. I can go over all of the customizable settings because that would take a lot of time, but I will show you the most interesting ones and the ones I used for this optimization. You can find a detailed video of all the options and settings on our Patreon page. If you open up our premium script on the top first, you will see an option to show the best settings for different assets and timeframes. Here we will be updating the best settings which we find. The next section is the WAVETREND settings. In this strategy, the WAVETREND is used as an entry signal indicator. Basically, the strategy will enter into a long position if we get a green dot and into a short position if we get a red dot and all the other criteria is met. You also have the option to limit positions depending on what level the WAVETREND course happened. As you can see, I used here the WAVETREND limit low option, which is set to -36. This means that the strategy will only enter into a short position if the red dot was printed above the -36 level. The basic logic behind this option is that the lower the WAVETREND dot is printed, the more oversold the price is, and therefore it is more likely for the price to have a retrace and hit our stop loss. The next section is the SSL. In this strategy, the SSL works as our secondary entry signal indicator. So, the strategy will only enter into a long position if we get a green dot printed on the WAVETREND and an SSL channel cross up on the same candle. This gives us a higher probability of winning that trade, because now not only one but 2 indicators is showing an entry signal in the same direction. Here you can set the length of the SSL channel. Moving on, we have the SSL hybrid settings. The SSL hybrid is a trendline indicator. It is colored blue if the asset is in an uptrend and pink if the asset is in a downtrend. In this strategy, it is used as a trend filter indicator. So the strategy can only enter into a long position if the SSL hybrid is blue, and it can only enter into a short position if the SSL hybrid is pink. Here you can set the baseline type, the baseline length, and the baseline multiplier. Scrolling further, we can find the target price limiter. This filter checks out where our take profit level will be in a position. If the take profit level crosses the set EMA, it will not enter into that position. The logic behind this one is that when the price gets near to a certain EMA level, it tends to reverse as other traders see it as a resistance level. This can cause us losing trades. What I recommend is to check out all the major EMA levels, which are the 9, the 21, the 50, 200, and their multiplies also. Here you can limit by 6 different EMA levels for long positions and 6 for shorts. As you can see, I used to limit the long positions by 400 length EMA and the shorts by 47 length EMA. This way, I increase the net profit and the win rate also. Next section is the candle height limit. While backtesting this strategy, I saw that a few losing trades occurred while having a relatively big candle on the entry signal. So, I decided to limit the maximum candle height that the entry candle can have. For this purpose, I used the candle height in percentage indicator. Then I put a horizontal line on the indicator where I thought the candle was too high for an entry and ignored those trades that had bigger candles. I found that it made the strategy perform better. So here you can set the candle height limit, which is the maximum height a candle can have and still be a valid entry. Under that we can find the candle limit low settings. With this one we can set the lowest height a candle must have in order to be a valid entry. And with the limit based on option, you can either choose to limit the candle height based on only the body of the candle or the body and the wicks of the candle. In this case, the other filters have already filtered out all the losing trades that this limiter would have eliminated, so I didn't use it for this optimization. Going on, we have the Keltner channel settings. The Keltner channel indicator has one line on the top, one line in the middle and one line on the bottom. The distance between the top line and the bottom line depends on the candle's average range. So if we have multiple big candles, the distance will get bigger and bigger. The middle line only shows the general trend direction. In this strategy, the Keltner channel will be used as an overextended filter. The basic logic is the following. If the entry signal candle closes outside of the Keltner channel, we won't enter into that position, as the price is overextended and more likely to return into the Keltner channel. So you can limit the long trades by using the limit range long function and limit the short trades by using the limit range short function. You can choose to allow entries when the price closes in the full range of the Keltner channel or only in the upper half or only in the lower half. Here you can also customize every setting that the Keltner channel indicator has. We went through almost all the indicators that the original strategy uses except the ATR. So the next section is the exit strategy, where we can set the stop loss and take profit placements. Stop loss and take profit levels will be a multiplication of the ATR. Basically, on the entry candle, the strategy calculates how far is the set ATR level from the close price. As you can see, for this optimization, the best combination I could find is a 1.9 times ATR stop loss and a 2.7 times ATR take profit. This gives us around a 1 to 1.5 risk to reward ratio. You can also set the ATR length and the ATR smoothing. Under the exit strategy settings, you can set up some account and trade management options. First, you can choose to use a percentage of your capital on each trade, or to risk a set percentage of your account on each trade. I always use a 1 to 3% risk per trade, just to stay safe. Moving on, you can allow only long or short entries, or both. This might come useful if you want to optimize for long and short trades separately. Then you can also choose to enter trades on all signals. But how this works? Let's say the strategy is already in a long position, but another valid entry signal pops up. By ticking this box, the strategy will enter into another position while already being in one. The next setting is made for those occasions when conflicting signals appears. For example, a short signal pops up while already being in a long position. Here you can choose from 3 options. For example, let's say you are in a long position with 100 quantity and the short signal comes up and the strategy enters with 80 quantity. If you choose the first option, which is the reduce position option, the strategy will close out 80 quantity of the long position and continues to be in a long with only 20 quantity. If you choose the second option, which is the cancel position, the strategy will automatically close the long positions and won't enter into the short position. In my opinion, this is the most logical thing to do. The third option is single exit many entry. If you set this one, the strategy will enter into all the long/short positions, but when the next exit signal is hit, it will close out all of the open positions. Moving on, the next section is a brand new option which we developed for this strategy. Here you can set entry signal tolerances. As I said earlier, we only enter into a long position if both the WAVETREND prints a green dot and the SSL crosses up. But what if the strategy could perform better if we enter into a position even if the 2 entry signal indicator prints with a few candles differences? For example, here we first got an SSL cross, but within just a few candles we got the WAVETREND dot also. Using this section, you can set the candle tolerances for these occasions. With the entry signal tolerance for WAVETREND, first we got an SSL cross, but we let the strategy to enter into a position even if in the next 3 candles we get a WAVETREND dot. Entry signal tolerances for SSL works the same, but now we get a WAVETREND cross first and we are waiting for an SSL cross. With this function we can increase the trade count and in some cases the net profit also. As you can see, for this optimization I used a 3 candle tolerance for WAVETREND. This way we end up with 185% gain on the account and 144 total trades. But let's see how the strategy would have performed without it. Without this tolerance, the strategy would have only made 159% gain on the account and only took 128 trades. So, in this case, it was worth using the tolerance. If you want to see more content like this, don't forget to drop a like. Moving on, we have an RSI limiter. This limiter can use either the simple RSI or the stochastic RSI. These indicators can show us when the price is getting overextended and the pullback is becoming more and more likely. Following this idea, we don't want to enter into a long position if the RSI value is too high, nor into a short position if the RSI value is too low. On the bottom, you can set both the high value and the low value boundary. For this optimization, I used a simple RSI with a 64 high value and a 43 low value boundary. This means the strategy won't enter into a long position if the RSI value is higher than 64 on the entry signal candle, and it won't enter into a short position if the RSI value is lower than 43 on the entry signal candle. Without this filter, the strategy would have only made 94% gain on the account with 58% win rate. That's a big difference. In the next section, you can find the momentum filtering. I used this trade filtering method multiple times on the other strategy backtesting videos. Now I won't explain how this one works, but if you check out my last video from 8 minutes 4 seconds, you can see an example of how I used it. If you want to check that video out, click on the top right corner where there should be a pop-up, or find the link down in the description. With the next filter, you can filter trades which are too far from the set EMA. The basic logic is that the bigger the distance between the price and the set EMA, the more overextended the price is and the more likely it will have a pullback. As you can see, I limited the short trades using a 400 length EMA and a low limit of -0.09. This way, the strategy made 18% more profit. The next 2 sections is the trend filter and the Bollinger Bands limiter, which I won't explain now. After those, we can find the ADX limiter. The ADX indicator, or the average directional index, can show us if the asset is in a strong trend or not. The higher the ADX value, the stronger the trend is. Here you can find the ADX indicator settings and under those the ADX boundary. Here you can set the lowest value that the ADX needs to have for a valid entry. The next filter is another brand new and interesting one. As I am through countless hours of watching the charts and backtesting, I saw that a few losing trades occurred when the price action showed abnormal movements. So we designed a filter for it. In this case, we consider bigger than average moves abnormal. With the first option, you can filter by movement percentage. So if within the last X number of candles, which is now set to 2, the movement of the asset was bigger than the set percentage max movement limit, which is now set to 3.7%, then we won't enter into any trades. The other option is the filter based on movement in relation to the ATR. If you choose this option, then the strategy won't enter into any trades if the asset touched any of the previous X number of candles ATR band. You can set the ATR band's width with the ATR factor. And we arrive to one of the most important options, the trailing stop loss setup. With this strategy, I decided not to use any trailing stop loss, but with our MACD CMF premium script, this is a very powerful tool. Here you can set what is the percentage of the trade you want to exit once the first take profit was hit. Under that, you can choose the trailing stop loss type. Now you have 3 options to choose from: the EMA, the SSL, and the ATR. If you choose the EMA, the strategy will close the full position if the price touches the set EMA. Or if you tick this box, it will only exit if the price not just touches, but closes below the EMA in case of a long position, or above the EMA in case of a short position. If you choose the SSL trailing stop loss type, the strategy will close the full position once the SSL cross occurs. If you choose the ATR trailing stop loss, you are basically using the super trend stop loss, as the calculation is the same. In this case, the strategy will only close a long position if the price touches the lower ATR band, and only close a short position if the price touches the upper ATR band. Finally, we arrived to the trading time and date limiters. In the next section, you can limit trades between set dates. With this option, for example, you can see how the strategy would have performed in trending markets versus sideways price action. Or you can check out how the strategy performed after big news or events that potentially could have affected the asset. After that, you can limit the strategy to only trade in the 4 big market sessions, which are the Sydney, the Tokyo, the London, and the New York sessions. And last but not least, you can customize the trading times, so you can limit the strategy to only trade on certain days of the week, or even limit the trading hours. The last option is the Wonderbit trade automatization, or now it's called Wonder Trading. This can allow you to automate your trading with a third-party app called Wonder Trading. As this premium script is only for our Smart Trader tier members on Patreon, and David has already made a tutorial on how to set up this trading bot function, I won't go into the details now. You can find the tutorial video on Patreon. As you can see, our premium scripts are very complex and constantly being updated with new features. So don't worry if you didn't get every detail for the first time. Once you start using it, it will become more clear. By the way, if you have any questions, feel free to ask me down in the comments section. Now let me show you the free script of the 7 indicators strategy. To get access to the free version, go down into the description. There will be a link which leads you to the script. Once you clicked on that link, this page should pop up. Here you have to scroll down and click on the Add to Favorites button. Now if you open up the Indicators tab on TradingView, the strategy should be in your favorites. Let's open it up. I optimized both the free and the premium scripts on the Algo USDT 30-minute time frame. To make the comparison fair, on both script versions, I used a $1,000 account balance and 0.1% commission on each trade. After optimizing the free script, we got 93% net profit with a 62.1% win rate and a 1.46 profit factor. Now let me show you all the settings that the free script has. In the free version, you can modify all of the indicators that the original strategy use. These indicators are the WAVETREND, the SSL, the SSL hybrid, the target price limit, the candle height limiter, the Keltner channel, and the ATR. As I said earlier, I won't explain how these options work again, because I already did that in the previous section when I went through all of the options of the premium script. So if you haven't watched that part, make sure to do that to fully understand how the free script works. Under the basic indicator settings, you can find the trade setup. But here you don't have the option to take trades on every signal. After that, you can find the date range and the trading time limiter. Finally, let's compare the differences between the two scripts. On the left side, we have the premium, and on the right side, we have the free script. If you take a look at the equity curve, we can see that the free version is not bad at all, but I have achieved much better, more stable equity curve using the premium script. Considering the net profit, trade count, and win rate, we can see that with less than half of the free version's trade count, the premium version achieved double the net profit, and the win rate is also 13% better. Let's take a look at the customizable options and settings. I colored white all of the options which are in both the free and the premium versions, and yellow the ones that are only in the premium script. With the free version, you can customize all the basic indicators which are used by the original strategy. Besides that, you can customize trade setups, date ranges, and valid trading hours. With the premium version, you can get access to all of the filters I used to optimize this strategy and achieve these results. Besides that, in the premium script you can choose to execute trades on every signal, you can set up trailing stop losses, and even turn this script into a trading bot. By becoming a Smart Trader tier member, you not only get access to this script, but also to 3 other premium scripts. Besides that, you will get access to regular script optimizations and to our Discord server. If you have any questions, recommendations regarding the scripts, feel free to share it with me down in the comment section. If you want to see more content like this, don't forget to drop a like, subscribe, and turn on the notification bell so you won't miss any of my upcoming videos. And with that said, thank you all for watching, have an amazing day, and see you in the next video.